Hey everyone, just want to let everyone know that basically I've started adding repos that are public on GitHub, and at the current moment I'm focusing on the UI Toolkit tutorials one. I just created this one today, but it's going to be where I hold any tutorial like assets and stuff, or like demos or sandbox things that I test out. So it might even have stuff that I don't make videos on. It might be just random things, but if you guys want to look for it, you guys can. I'll put the link in the description. Just a couple of things. There's a couple different branches. There is going to be a version dev branch called Unity 6.5. I'm also going to create a branch in a couple minutes called version dev Unity 6.6. I'm basically going to have the version dev branches be like the main branches for specific Unity versions, and I'm going to have a set of feature dev branches, and I'm going to make the features inside a feature dev branch and then pull them into the respectful Unity version branch. So if there's new API that's introduced in like 6.6, I'll use like the version dev branch for Unity 6.6 and have the feature merge in there. But in general, the version dev branches are going to be the stable ones. So just let everybody know. I just started, so shitty description. Just a warning. The only thing I ask is do not send anything. Like I have this for all my free packages and all my free assets and sprites. Just don't use it for AI. That's all I ask. Yeah. Anyways, to showcase what it is, at the current moment, I have like little demos for the visual element reference API that I'm going to be making a tutorial on, like example, like how to like data bind the visual element reference to event callbacks and stuff like that. So for example, the 20 is the max HP. You can actually see it inside here, max HP, and then like decreasing it updates the current health, and the fill for the progress bar acts like a help bar. So it's a simple demo. I'm going to be using it in the tutorial video, and it basically just kind of shows off how to use like offering ID paths in UXML, how to use visual element reference API, which is literally what the help bar ref and increase button ref is, and a few other things. So yeah, do note, whenever I'm going to be doing stuff inside Unity 6.6 tutorials, I'm not going to be using the UI builder. I will be using specifically the UI viewport for Unity 6.6 going forward. For anybody that doesn't know what the UI viewport is, it's a very heavily updated UI builder. I'll just say that it adds a lot of new features. Like, I mean, a lot of new features. It's a lot better too. But just heads up, like all my videos showcasing Unity 6.6 UI Toolkit API will just be in UI viewport, not inside UI builder. But yeah, if anybody's wondering, I have the project already set up so you can actually see like all the experimental features. I have stuff that you don't need removed, disabled, so it's like a nice bloat-free project for the most part. Like it's minimal amount of packages, and I even disabled a lot of Unity's like built-in modules. I could probably disable a little bit more. So if you're going through the project and you notice like there's no sprites, there's no like cubes or like there's no like rigid bodies and stuff like that, yeah, there's a reason. I basically was just trying to make this where it's the most bloat-free like demo, like just straight to the point. It's only exists for showcasing UI stuff. But yeah, just a heads up on that one. And also, I'm only going to be using no domain reload, so I will not have domain reload in any of my tutorials and stuff. The reason why is CoreCLR is not going to have domain reload, so I'm going to teach, if I'm going to do tutorials, I'm going to make sure people have their project ready, that they don't have to like refactor or change anything. It'll be just ready for CoreCLR when Unity releases it. So yeah, just want to mention that. For what tutorials are coming, there's a visual element reference, which is this. I'm also going to be doing a typewriter effect, so you can actually like do mesh manipulation using on-post process vertices. It's a callback for different types of visual elements. Not all visual elements have that callback, it's only certain ones, so just heads up. I'm also going to be showcasing in Unity 6.6 like a UI viewport. I'll be talking about how to basically figure out like where your performance hits are. Fun fact, if you actually go to UI Toolkit, A lot of people haven't seen this before, but there's actually a thing called UI Toolkit USS stats, and you can actually go in and you can actually see like how much performance hit certain US selectors had. So if you have a very big UI, or if your game requires you to just save on every single frame's timing you need to, you can look in here and you can literally see like, okay, where is the biggest hit for my kind of UI stuff? Like, where is it? So yeah. And also on 6.6, I'll also want to mention, just heads up, in 6.6, I'll be pretty much using unique style string in all my tutorials. I'll make a video on that as well. That's definitely going to be video topic. So if you ever see like where I'm doing like add class to list, this is not a string. I'm not adding a string. I'm using unique style strings, and I'm actually passing them into that. It's a performance thing. And reason why I mentioned that is you can actually see the UI Toolkit USS stats, and you can actually see the performance difference between passing in a string to the add to class method or add to class list method, and using the unique string style. Sorry, I tongue-tied there. But yeah, just wanted to say I'll be adding stuff to the UI Toolkit tutorials. The repo's public. That's pretty much all I want to say for this video. I'm able to actually start doing tutorials and videos and streams again. And I'll also be doing a documentation. Okay, for anybody that hasn't seen any of my documentation, yeah, I make documentation. This is my documentation that I made. Yeah, so this is an example of documentation. This is actually an example of my dialogue graph system that I wrote. So like if anybody's ever like curious about it, I actually have, and this is actually a public website. Like my API is all like created inside the documentation. If anybody's ever curious like how I actually did this, Git actions. There's actually a Git action that you can actually set up inside a Git YAML, and basically you can actually run what a program called docfx, and it basically helps generate like documentation. If anybody ever sees my tutorials and they wonder, why does he have summary here? Why does he have all this summaries and stuff? So the docfx program that I use, whenever I update a commit on GitHub, it'll run a Git action. It'll actually read the project files. It'll see the summary. And like this summary is actually what you see, like if I actually find one that has a summary. Okay, let's actually go back, because yeah, you'll see like conversation this node is part of this description, and like does this node pause the graph, stuff like that. That's actually taken from the summaries on like classes and fields and methods and so forth. So yeah, there is going to be documentation, like actual like documentation website and manual for all my tutorials as well, if anybody's wanting to like actually go for it and see stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much for it for this video. I just want to showcase this, and I'll be talking about the hierarchy module in another video for basically doing some high performance UI Toolkit editor extension code down the line. That will be for 6.5 and 6.6. Like the API will be usable in both of them. But take it easy. That's literally all I want to talk about.